We welcome you to the stadium field on the campus of Darien High School for this Varsity boys lacrosse matchup out of conference today between the Darien Blue Wave and the Glastonbury Guardians. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. I'm Braden Schenck, joined alongside me, DAF Media's own Cole Murphy. And Cole, how do you think the guys feel today to play their first game on their home turf in nearly 2 years?
I mean, it's been a long time coming, 2 years. And I mean, it's always nice to play at home. So I think they're excited to get off to a good start, and we'll see here today.
We get underway here. The opening faceoff still on the ground. Darien will pick up that ground ball, and we are underway. Up on the center to Moore. Up net, shot by Brady Picorni, saved by the Glastonbury goaltender. In net for Glastonbury, it looks like the junior Ryan Bell. And for Darien, it's going to be the senior Brown commit Andy Demopoulos. Picorni with it. Knocked away by the Glastonbury defense. On the ground. And it's going to go out of play. Darien ball.
And it looks like Picorni will be in there for Matthias today. Matthias will be out.
Old Matthias, as you mentioned, his brother Case Matthias, famous DHS alum, went on to play for Duke as Picorni. Nice save by Bell. Played in the MLL for a couple years. That's Glastonbury. Bell with it. Passes on the wing.
There's O'Malley with some good D on the sideline.
Someone's stick got taken out. Matthew Harding loses a stick.
Sam Erickson will take it up.
Dumps it off to Minikis. On the other, and the shot once again saved by Ryan Bell. Had a hit there, no penalty called.
Yeah, it was a good clean hit by O'Malley there. Had his two hands on the stick. It's a good play.
Darien picks up the ground ball. Matt Stein with it. Jamison Moore, a hockey player for DHS with it. Passes it off to O'Malley. Back to Finn Picorni, one of 3 Picornis on this year's team. And Finn Picorni the shot, and he puts it in. Finn Picorni gets it started on the scoring.
Picorni there, dodged off the side. He's a lefty. Got past his defender quick with the face dodge and took it to the cage.
Finn Picorni, as we mentioned, he's brothers with Brady Picorni, number 99, but he's cousins with Steve Picorni, number 20. As many DHS fans might remember, Hudson Picorni, class of 2019, I believe, 2020?
2019.
2019.
He's playing at Washington and Lee.
As we're under 10 minutes in this one.
Looks like there was a violation on Kaminsky.
Now Doyle has it for Glastonbury. To center field. Number 34 for Glastonbury. Don't believe we have his name. We'll try to get that for you. As Wallace back over to Harding.
Glastonbury's playing really spread out here right now, making the defense extend.
Trying to go behind the net, and that's intercepted by Ivanchek.
Here comes Allegro, fast, big midfielder.
Allegro just a junior, and he gets that one knocked away. Here comes Glastonbury picking up the ground ball. Darien playing tight D, as the Glastonbury player will fight his way through. Liam Doyle onto the wing to Harding. He's going to get back to Doyle. And that's intercepted here. Here comes Darien. Looks like Jeremiah Stafford. And the shot is good. Matthew Minikis, the attack. Makes it 2-0 Blue Wave.
That's what Darien does, capitalize on the fast break. Darien plays fast, played fast there. Jeremiah had a nice ground ball pickup. Pass it off to Minikis, and there's another goal for the Wave.
Darien now up 2-0 in this one, with goals from Matthew Minikis and Finn Picorni.
There's Kaminsky going against the long pole. Looked like a violation on Glastonbury.
And Darien with it. Glastonbury comes into today's game with a 1-1 record, losing to Wilton, but taking down CCC opponent Hall High School. As for Darien, 1-0 is the shot, and that's in for Brady Picorni. His 6th goal on the season, put up 5 against Brian McMahon in a 24-1 Blue Wave win.
Yeah, and the freshman, he dodges there. Nice underhand shot, low to high. And the goalie just couldn't track it. Top corner.
3-0, Darien leads in this one.
Kaminsky back at the X.
And Darien wins yet another face-off. I believe they were 26-0, as you mentioned, in that McMahon game in face-offs.
Yep, Gulick and Kaminsky were undefeated.
Darien going to pass it off to Connor O'Malley. Behind the net, there's some action. Stein with it, making a move. Up in front, misses a pass to Picorni. That one's going to roll out of bounds.
Darien setting up their ride.
Over to Bell. And he loses it
He
there.
loses it.
And Matthew Minikis picking up his 2nd goal.
Easy pickup by Minikis, taking it to the cage.
An error by the junior goaltender for Glastonbury, and resulted in a Darien goal. Matthew Minikis picks up his 2nd of the game, and his 5th of the year. Had a hat trick, if you will, in that McMahon game, putting up 3 goals and 2 assists.
Kaminsky there using his wings. Good face-off out the back. O'Malley picked it up.
Connor O'Malley with it.
Here's Picorni on the dodge.
And the shot off the pipe. And it's going to go out of bounds. I don't believe there's no shot clock in the state of Connecticut. I think overall in high school lacrosse, there's no shot clock compared to the collegiate and professional levels.
Yep, that is correct. No shot clock in the high school game. However, there's an 80-second shot clock in the college game.
It was saved by Bell. Back in front. And knocked away, going out of bounds.
But there has been a recent rule change to the high school game. If you notice, the face-off guys have to stand up. There's no more kneeling. And this was put into place to prevent the lock-up face-offs.
Is that a COVID thing, or is that?
No, that's not related to COVID. This happened 2 years ago. And face-offs were going on too long, like minutes. So they made them stand up. Ball gets out quicker. Face-offs are quicker, and game moves faster.
That was a shot there. Out of bounds. For Glastonbury, they're carrying 2 goalies this year. Ryan Bell in net. They also have Graham McLaughlin, a senior, who is not in net today, but is dressed on the sidelines.
And there's the dominant LSM, Stafford. Stripped the Glastonbury player, and they're off in transition.
And knocked away there by Doyle. Jameson Moore was looking for a shot.
Yep, Moore got stripped, but then Matthew Stein took it right back, and Darien's ball.
There were some early winds here in Darien. Winds are picking back up here. Supposed to rain. No rain has come on yet, as there's a shot by Moore out of bounds. Jamison Moore committed to Princeton. I believe he's taking a gap year next year going to Taft. But when he's ready, he's got a nice trip to an Ivy League school.
He will be playing at Princeton grad year 2026.
And Picorni takes the shot, saved by Bell. On the topic of Taft, I believe Sam Erickson also going to Taft next year.
And then he'll be off to the military academy.
Army West Point.
Yep. And the academies are well represented by the Blue Wave. We got Bolton going to Coast Guard, and then you got the two juniors, Stafford and Allegro, verbally committed to Air Force.
I mean, if you go back to 2019, Jackson Peters going to Navy. There's a lot of Blue Wave alum, as you mentioned, going to the Armed Forces.
You also had Burgoyne a while back who just graduated at the academy. And I hear he's going into Special Forces as an EOD specialist in the Marines.
Good for him. As Harding with it. Backs off, going to dump it out to 34 for Glastonbury. Glastonbury stalling for a couple seconds as we hit the 4-minute mark in this first quarter. They play 12-minute quarters in high school boys lacrosse. I believe the girls, it's 2 25-minute halves, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that is correct.
Shot there, knocked away.
Looks like they have Erickson playing the LSM position right now and put McGarren at close.
The shot saved by Bell. And the rebound, once again, saved. And we're going to see our first penalty.
And that was O'Malley, high hit. He didn't have possession, so that's going to be a flag.
So we're going to see the delayed penalty. If this was hockey, I believe that's what it's called. I believe in lacrosse it's still called that.
That is true.
But unlike hockey, you can't pull the goaltender and bring out an extra attack. So the yellow penalty flag remains on the field. Next time Darien touches the ball, I believe you said O'Malley will be going on the penalty.
Yep.
Decent sized crowd here at the high school stadium field. JV lacrosse team here. 2 parents per player. On the Glastonbury side, not as much. I believe they were given the opportunity, 2 parents per player. And that's on the ground. And it's going to be touched by Darien.
It looks like Darien will put in their man down. They'll try to hold Glastonbury.
So Connor O'Malley, I believe an illegal check is what they called on him, will spend 1 minute on the penalty. No penalty box, if you will, but just on the bench, on the knee.
Yep, the player did not have possession. O'Malley's hit was a little high.
Glastonbury with it. Over to Stone. Behind the net to Shaw. At the point. Back over. A lot of ball movement from this Glastonbury team. And the shot saved by Demopoulos. Only had to make 1 save in that McMahon game, as Darien then brought in the junior goaltender Cam Weibel, who came in and made 3 saves. So McMahon didn't really get many shots off this Darien D.
Yep. There's Bolton. I think Bolton had a push there, so it's going to go back to Glastonbury.
Harding up in front.
In the center.
Saved by Demopoulos, the rebound. Glastonbury had a golden opportunity there, but the Darien defense and Demopoulos didn't allow a goal.
Demopoulos isn't going to give you an easy one.
Darien just moving it around. Corny behind the net will get it. Already 1 goal in this game.
They're back even.
Hunter O'Malley comes off the illegal check penalty.
Put in Minikis, the attackman up high.
Up in front, saved by Bell. The rebound, and that's in.
Nice rebound there by Danny Lau. Picked it up. Top corner. Goalie's not going to get that.
We saw Danny Lau on the ice this winter. Had a lot of those rebound goals, and he does it here on the turf. Make it 5-0 Blue Wave.
And Minikis' vision there really showed. Got it to Caesar in the crease. It's a good shot. Rebounded. Lau picked it up. And when you get it on net, good things happen. Here's Kaminsky.
Ball picked up by Glastonbury. And despite an effort from Caesar,
Glastonbury's going to have to get this over.
Stafford playing tight D. The long stick defender. The long stick midfielder. And knocked to the ground is Perry. Darien's going to get it across midfield to Minikis.
Minikis will dodge from the top again.
And the shot is good. Matthew Minikis, a beautiful shot. Third on the day.
Quick release. Right past the goalie.
We take another look at it. Matthew Minikis, just a beautiful shot. And it ended up scoring. Minikis, as we mentioned, Cole, comes from a long line of football and lacrosse athletes. Had a couple brothers just graduate, Brian and Michael, I believe. So, very good lacrosse family in town. As we have 17.2 seconds in this first period, first quarter.
Kaminsky looked to take it to the cage there. I know he wants that one.
Under 10 seconds left. Percorny with it behind the net. The shot saved by Bell. And with 2 seconds left, Darien's going to try to get something going. And that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. Darien leads 6-0 on 3 goals from Matthew Minikis, 2 from the Percornys, Finn Percorny and Brady Percorny, and Danny Lau putting up a goal. Darien up 6-0. You are watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture between the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to Stadium Field on the campus of Darien High School. Cole Murphy and Braden Schenck with you. So glad you could be with us. Darien had an impressive 6-goal first quarter. on the Glastonbury Guardians. Glastonbury was formerly known as the Tomahawks. Pretty cool mascot there, but due to pretty obvious reasons there, they decided to change, and a cool story behind that. They let their, and what a goal!
Brady Picorni behind the back.
Brady Picorni, the freshman.
Having himself a day, as he did at McMahon.
A Sports Center style play there behind the back. But as I was saying, Glastonbury, formerly known as the Tomahawks, they left it up to their students and faculty to pick a new name, and they picked the Guardians. As they are down 7-0 in this one. Once again, a face-off won by Darien.
He's been pretty dominant on the X today.
I don't think he's lost a face-off yet.
I think he had one violation, but other than that, he's been perfect.
Darien back with longtime head coach Jeff Braymeyer, as they're looking to be an FCAC powerhouse, as they usually are. Currently 1-0 on the season. After today, they will take a trip to Richfield at Tiger Hollow on Tuesday, as the wraparound shot out of bounds after Richfield. Saturday the 24th, 1 week from today, I believe, they've got borderline rival New Canaan here at Darien High School.
Matthew Stein behind the net, trips up his defender.
And off the pipe. Would have been an excellent play if he finished, but nonetheless was still an impressive play.
Nice shifty moves behind the cage. Tripped up the defender.
And looks like there were some people falling to the ground. Looks like the ref was counting something on. Do they have a time that they got to...
confusion with the Glastonbury. Missed the pass.
Do they have a time that they got to take it inside the attack zone? Like a 8 seconds or something in basketball?
So they cross it over the midline and they have to touch it in the box, which is dark blue lining, starting at the 30.
How long do they have to do that?
I believe they have like 20 seconds to get it over, 10 seconds to get it in.
And up front, and the goal. Matt Stein. As we mentioned, Cole Murphy here, lacrosse player, our expert on the broadcast today. I'm just here to make sure things look good. Matt Stein picks up his third goal of the year, scoring 2 against McMahon. And unlike the winter and fall seasons, spring athletes are going to have an FCAC and state tournament. Cole, how do you think the players are kind of reacting to that?
I mean, you always want to finish your season in the pile, as they say, and having that state championship, perfect way to do it.
Darien has taken 14 SEAC titles. They'll be looking for another one this year. Darien the shot, and that's it.
There's Allegro.
Christian Allegro.
Pinned that bottom left corner. Goalie didn't have time to get down there, and nice shot by Allegro.
We're going to see a timeout, I believe, called by Coach Hinchy of Glastonbury, as Darien extends their lead to 9-0. We're going to take a short break on the DAF Media Network. We'll be right back. We are back here on the DAF Media Network. Darien up 9-0 on the Guardians from Glastonbury. Darien winning that face-off.
Not yet.
Still on the ground. Now that will be picked up.
There we go.
By Kaminsky.
Kaminsky steps it in. Gets it out to Caesar. Darien looking to set up some offense.
Behind the net. Over to Matthew Minikis with 3 goals in this one.
Looks like the Wave will be using their pairs offense.
Nice save from Ryan Bell. We don't have an exact count on the amount of saves Bell has, but it is a good amount.
Wave has put a lot of shots on him. Nice pass by Stein.
Oh, trying to go behind the net was Minikis. Saw his teammate Brady Picorni went behind the back, trying to almost duplicate it.
And there he's just trying to increase his angle on his shot. Goes just high.
On front, knocked away and gained by Glastonbury. Liam Doyle coming down the wing. Finding some room to run. Harding with a nice move there. Going to pass it to Point. Over to Shaw. Doyle with it on that wing. Nice move. Trying to get to the cage with this Darien defense. Keeps pushing back. Glastonbury with it. Over to Shaw. Pass it out to Doyle.
Looks like they got that sophomore out there again, Mac McGarren.
McGarren just one of a few sophomores on this team, but he's seen quite a lot of playing time this year. It's a nice defense there from Mac McGarren, as we mentioned. Forces the turnover. Here comes Darien with their fast-paced offense. Caesar has it.
Looks like they're bringing the midi behind the net, going in the invert set. See what Caesar can do.
Behind the net, passes it out. The shot just wide from Finn Picorni. We have a stoppage here. I'm going to shout out our DAF Media production crew today, all student volunteers. Harrison Bell, Marcus Ashcraft, Ian McCarthy, Michael Mercein, and Connor Fagan. Of course, our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew, celebrating his birthday the past couple days. So happy birthday to Damian. In front of the net, the shot. Saved by Bell, lost it for a second. Does a nice job to find it and block it.
Stein tried to get it around the goalie there. Bell made a nice stop.
Glastonbury trying to pass midfield. They will. With a nice pass from Dominic. A couple players entering the game. Harling with the quick off the bench in. And Darien with it. Lost for a second. And Glastonbury is going to pick up the ground ball. Cole Cummings coming down the wing. And throws it a little high. That's going to go out of bounds.
Bolton will pick it up. Darien looking to clear. A low pass there to Stafford.
And knocked away there by Cummings. And knocked just back away from Stafford. As you mentioned, the junior heading to Air Force. Now Greg Perry had it. Turns it over to Darien.
And Ivanchek's off.
David Ivanchek up front, and a beautiful pass to Matt Stein, who puts the icing on the cake there. And a goal. Make it 10-0 Darien. His second of the afternoon.
It looked like Ivanchek was going to come down there and shoot, but he made the extra pass to Stein, and extra pass can get you a goal.
Wind picking back up here. David Ivanchek, as you mentioned, with that pass, going to Villanova next fall. A junior already committed. Going to be captaining the football team this fall for Darien. As the face-off picked up by Darien, and the shot just out of bounds.
And it looks like the goalie had the chase. It's going to be Glastonbury's ball. Good hustle by him.
Ty Kaminsky wins the face-off and put up a quick shot. And Bolton's going to let that go out of bounds. It will be a Glastonbury ball.
Good defense by Bolton there. Got on the defender's stick and coughed up the ball.
4:37 left in this first half. Glastonbury with it. The pass just high, and that will be intercepted by Picorni. Here comes Brady Picorni.
It's 3-on-2.
And the shot will go out of bounds, but will stay with the Wave as Matt Stein is looking for another goal.
Here's Minikis at X.
Minikis with it. Wraps around there, loses it. And Glastonbury will have it, and Colin Hersom. Gonna pass it off to the long stick defender and Lance Dominic. Out of the goalie Bell. Leaving his crease here. Gonna pass it down the wing. And
there's a violation. They had it too long in their own half, and Darren did a nice job riding there.
The shot just wide there from Allegro. As you mentioned, Ivanchek captaining the football team. One of his co-captains will be Christian Allegro, as he had one goal the other day against McMahon as well. And the behind the net, or I should say, trying to reverse it there, the shot. And the rebound is in. Matthew Minikis, fourth on the day. Makes it 11-0 Wave.
Another goal by Minikis there off the rebound. Nice shot.
Just 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in this first half, second quarter. Cole, these teams don't meet often. They've met twice since dating back to 2000. Due to the fact that these teams are in opposite conferences and the limited amount of games they're given, they got to play a certain amount of games in conference. In the out-of-conference games, Darien likes to play those New York teams in St. Anthony's and Manhasset, but not being able to cross the borders this year, teams like Glastonbury are ending up on the Blue Wave schedule.
Yep. Glastonbury's competed with the Wave in the past. In 2017, they had some success in the first half, but then Darien was able to roll in the second half and win 15-9.
That game was the 2017 Class L semifinal matchup. Darien took it at Fairfield University. They would end up going on to beat Cheshire in the championship for another state championship. A couple years prior to that, they met in the 2015 Class L semifinals at Cheshire High School. The Blue Wave took that one 16-3 and went on beating Richfield for another state championship. Behind the net, passes it out to Moore. And Jamison Moore, the shot just wide, out of bounds.
To talk about their schedules, the Wave will still be able to play Brunswick this year. out of conference, but still in Connecticut. And that should be a good matchup for them. They scrimmaged them earlier this year. They fell short, 11-4, but they did have a couple players quarantined. So at full strength, it will be an interesting game for the Wave.
The next couple Sundays are going to be exciting games for Darien. Next Saturday, they host New Canaan. The following Sunday, they take on Brunswick, as you mentioned. Not sure what league Brunswick plays in, but I don't think they're associated with the CIAC. And then after
they play in the Founders League, which is composed of Avon Old Farms and
Jameson Moore with
Taft
the goal.
and a bunch of those private schools.
And then after that Brunswick game, they'll host Wilton. Rematch of last year's FCX semifinals, I believe.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
It's easy to forget our COVID year.
And then the following Saturday there, they play Fairfield Prep at Fairfield, an SEC opponent. And the clouds are starting to come out. A little drizzle on the field. Darien up 12-0 in this one.
Looks like Shootaboom's warming up on the sideline. Pretty much trying to get a senior some reps late in this game.
One of 3 goalies the Blue Wave carried this year. They got Demopoulos, Cam Weibel, and as you mentioned, Shootaboom.
Very good goalie in his own right.
I believe he's committed to Wake Forest in the fall.
I don't think he'll be playing lacrosse there. He'll probably play club, I'm guessing, but Wake does not have a program.
Bell comes out of his crease. Lost there for a second was Dominic. And we're going to see a timeout called by Coach Hinchy and the Guardians. With that, we have 1 minute and 14 seconds left in this second quarter. Darien leads Glastonbury 12-0. You're watching the DAF Media Network. We'll be right back. Welcome you back to Main Field, or Stadium Field, as it's commonly known, as we're nearing the end of the second quarter between Darien and Glastonbury. Glastonbury, the shot knocked away there, and that's going to be staying with the Guardians. Hinchy with it. His father, the head coach of the Guardians, Scott Hinchy, in his 8th season. A lifelong Glastonbury resident. Played for Glastonbury High School. And now is back to coach for the Guardians. As well, 2012, Class L Assistant Coach of the Year. I believe a couple years, or the year after that, he got the nod for the head coach. position.
Here's Caesar behind. Good defense. Wave switches. Puts Erickson on the attack. Actually, sorry, that was the midi that went behind.
And the shot, saved by Demopoulos, lost for a second. He's just going to cover it up and gain possession and throw it downfield. And caught.
With time expiring, seconds left.
And that's going to do it for the first half. Darien, 12 goals, headlined by 4 from Matthew Minikis, as well as 2 from Matt Stein. After one half, Darien leads 12-0. We'll be back, or we're going to take a short break for halftime. Our DAF Media production crew, Harrison Bell, Marcus Ashcraft, Ian McCarthy, Michael Mercein, and Connor Fagan will be back.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We are Live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We are On the Stage. We are At the Big Games. We are On the Field. We are In the Gym. We are On the Move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media.
We're back here on the DAF Media Network for the third quarter in this one. Darien, the clock's not running here, but we are underway. Darien with an impressive first quarter, 12-0. Cole, what did you see from the Blue Wave in that first half?
I mean, I think it just comes down to the Wave was dominant. They showed up as their usual selves, moved the ball in transition, and capitalized on opportunities. Dominant performance by the Wave in this first half.
In the first half, I know we mentioned one of the Glastonbury players, number 34, not having his number. That is Josh Heaney. So a quick little word for him, having a good game so far. As Darien with it. Minikis. The shot up in front. Kind of a passing shot there.
Yeah, looking for Picorni right there on the crease.
And it's looking like Glastonbury will make a goalie change, bringing in Graham McLaughlin, the senior. McLaughlin's second year on varsity for the Guardians. And Glastonbury with it. The rain now starting to come down a little harder. But the lacrosse game will play on.
Glastonbury is playing the three middies up high. Now they're setting up the dodge for Perry.
Glastonbury up front to Heaney. Trying to move to the crease. Darien doing a good job, as they did in the first half, pushing back.
Erickson again, coming up, playing the LSM position, pressing these middies, and gets another takeaway.
Darien's Jamison Moore with it. The shot, and that's a goal. Jamison Moore, second of the game, gives the Blue Wave a 13-goal lead.
It's a nice pass there by McGarren. Moore was able to get it and run down the field and get another goal.
His second of the afternoon. As we mentioned, going to Princeton. Member of the hockey team this winter. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when he does go to Princeton in 2 years, he's going to play lacrosse there.
He will be playing lacrosse.
And there's the flag. We may or may not be having a flag graphic on our screen as the flag has been thrown. As it will be a 1-minute penalty on Jared Mozaleski. A legal check was the call. The long stick defender.
The Wave will try to capitalize on this man-up opportunity.
So it will be the 10-on-9 in favor of the Blue Wave. To Picorni, the shot, saved by McLaughlin.
Wave running a little bit of a wheel there. Picorni coming up on the left, gets a shot. Saved by McLaughlin.
And some action.
Good D there by O'Malley. Getting on the hands of the Glastonbury player.
Glastonbury passed it out to Greg Perry before the turnover. Perry going to Western New England University in the fall to play football. And Perry will start with the ball. Gets it out to Wallace.
Wave is still man up here. Now they're even. Glastonbury looking to dodge from behind.
Glastonbury has one of their best scoring opportunities of the game. That's a nice check there from O'Malley to push back Wallace.
O'Malley's a solid physical short stick defender, and it's hard to get by him. Here's Bolton.
Taken away by Oliver Bolton. Passes it on the wing to Minikis. And the shot there just out of bounds by Finn Picorni, junior midfielder.
I think Picorni was looking to pass it there, and it just came out of his stick. Went a little high. Here's Stein on the ride.
And the pass to center field, or to midfield, to Heaney. Under Stone. Conroy passes it there.
Good check there by Stafford.
And a check there. There's our
That's going to be a flag.
Glastonbury not happy with that call. I believe they're going to be, I'm not really sure what the call was on there. They all jumped out, and it's going to be a Darien penalty, so I guess that they were cheering for the call.
So push in the back. Picorni had possession. So that's going to be a clear call for the refs there. Here's Picorni.
Shot out of bounds. Now it will be Matthew Minikis with it in the corner. Gonna bring it in play.
And teams are now even.
O'Malley, one of the instances where he was shooting before he had the ball.
Yeah, he tried to quick stick it there. Didn't get in the stick and dropped it up.
Will be Darien ball. 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
Moore looking to dodge.
The shot out of bounds there off of the stick of Minikis.
Minikis again, looking to go low to high. Just a little too high there.
Stein with it. Behind the net to Picorni. Something he's been doing a lot this game. Loses it there for a second. Back a point to O'Malley, over to Moore. That's 18 actually, Finn Picorni. The rain's coming down pretty hard here. And the limited fans that were here starting to clear out, find some shelter.
There's a goal by Picorni. Right past the defender, dropped it low.
And it will be a goal for Brady Picorni. His third of the afternoon, 8th of the season.
Looks like Coach Braemar is going to switch up his defense.
And he's going to bring in...
Jake Wilson, along with Brian Martin and Mac McGarren, the sophomore we've seen.
As well as Sander Schutaboom, now in between the pipes for Darien. So Demopolis, solid afternoon. No goals against, a couple saves.
And the rain is really coming down now.
But 2 minutes left in this third quarter. All of our paper is getting soaked here on this wet afternoon in Darien.
Reminded me a little bit of that St. Anthony's game on the Center Oval a couple years ago.
That was a good game indeed. Really some crazy weather here in the New England area. I believe there was some snow up north towards New Hampshire, Maine area. And we got some rain here. And the shot, and that's in.
Dustin Prairie's first goal on the day.
Let's check through these watered-down papers. Josh Heaney with the goal for Glastonbury, putting the Guardians on the scoreboard for the first time this afternoon. And the Darien shutout goes away, but they do still maintain a 13-goal lead. Looks like they're just going to keep the clock running. The rain coming down, and a face-off win for Darien. Kaminsky passes it over to Allegro, which is lost for a second but regained. And the shot, and that's in. Christian Allegro, his second of the afternoon. It's going to be interesting, Cole, as the rain is coming down here. The baseball game is supposed to happen an hour and a half or so. If they're going to play that or not in the rain. Darien's got a good matchup with Greenwich after a tough loss to Wilton on Wednesday. (15-1). Clock will run.
And here's Gulick on the face-off. I believe that is his first today. Still on the turf. And Darien finally gains possession. Stein moving to the net.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Darien up 15-1 over Glastonbury. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter. Welcome you back to this rainy, wet afternoon in southwestern Connecticut. Darien leads Glastonbury 15-1. Cole, I hear you got a couple shout-outs you want to give.
That is true. I would like to give my first shout-out to Jane Picorni, the grandmother of the Picorni brothers. She's watching from Westchester County. And then Sam Cragen, if he's still watching, DAF Media alum and a great defenseman for this program off at Williams College.
We said the Purple F's, their mascot down there. Not exactly sure what an F is, but the school mascot. Allegro has it, passes it to Picorni.
Here's Lau.
And the shot. Knocked away. Regained, and the shot is good. That looked like...
Thurlow.
Was it Thurlow or was it Strub?
Strub.
Or Strub.
It's like Riley Strub got it off the rebound, off of Caesar's dodge. Caesar dodging from the side, going up top. Nice shot. Good save by the goalie. Riley Strub picks it up, puts it in the back of the cage.
And
see another face-off by Gulick here.
Gulick wins yet another face-off. Actually, it's still on the ground. And Glastonbury will pick up the ground ball. Picorni in front of the cage. The long stick shot from McGarren.
McGarren's going to step in the crease there. It's going to be Glastonbury's ball.
A lot of fields on this DHS football field. If you can't see on your cameras, I believe it's the dark blue lines they're playing today. I think the lighter blue is girls lacrosse. Not exactly sure. White is football. Not really sure what else is there. As Heaney has it behind the net. Has the one goal for Glastonbury this afternoon.
And Ryan Blatney playing defense from behind the cage there on Heaney.
And the shot, that's in.
Another goal there by Glastonbury.
Colin Hersom, I believe, rostered as number 30, but on the book today listed as number 33, puts in the second goal for Glastonbury. Hersom, the midfielder, also plays some attack. And the clock, I believe, will keep running until the end of this one.
Good win there by Gulick.
Gulick over to Caesar.
Yeah, Joe Caesar there. Up to Danny Lau.
Corny on the wing with it. Trying to make a move on his defender. Slips for a second. It's Tyler Heaney. And Darien with it.
Darien have the three middies up top.
The shot, tried to bounce it in. Goes behind the net off the shot from Danny Lau.
Good spacing by the middies there. You saw Allegro and Thurlow clear out, giving Lau the alley down the left side.
Under, actually exactly 8 minutes left in this one. Fourth quarter. Darien a nice 16-goal performance. I think they're going to even add to that here in the final minutes. And we're going to see a timeout taken by Coach Hinchy and the Guardians. We're going to take a quick break here on the DAF Media Network. Our production crew today, all student volunteers doing a great job. Harrison Bell, Marcus Ashcraft, Ian McCarthy, Michael Mercein, and Connor Fagan. We'll be right back. We are back here on the campus of Darien High School for final minutes in this one between the Darien Blue Wave and the Glastonbury Guardians. Heaney with it. And the shot is in.
Heaney able to get past Amersakis there, go to the cage.
Josh Heaney, second goal of the afternoon. I don't want to make any bold predictions here, but maybe once we got his name down, he started putting some goals up. Know the announcers got his name, could start scoring. We'll pronounce it or actually say his name. And the score is now 16-3. Glastonbury slowly chipping away at that Darien lead.
Violation on Gulick there. Looks like he went a little early. Glastonbury's ball. Looks like Braymire's made another change to his close D. Pierce Mahoney playing behind the net right now.
Heaney with it. As we mentioned, this is an out-of-conference game. Darien and the FCAC, Glastonbury in the Central Connecticut Conference. So although this will go on their overall record, their divisional or their conference records will not be affected by this game.
Here's Martin. Good defense there, but...
And that's in. That looks like Brady Stone, the sophomore.
Looks like the defense just let one of Glastonbury's guys go uncovered, and there's no slide.
Stone will put the fourth goal up for Glastonbury. And it's still a 12-goal Darien lead. So after no goals given up by Demopoulos, they bring in Shootaboom, who is maintaining the lead, but has given up 4 goals so far.
Gulick will face off again. Good win by him.
The shot is in. Brady Picorni. Goalie didn't get much time to react to that one. 17-4.
Good fast break there. Started by Gulick on the nice face-off win. Dumps it down to Picorni. Picorni had that nice shot. Top corner. Goalie ain't getting that.
Gonna see another face-off in this one. Darien only giving up 1 goal to Brian McMahon on Tuesday.
Caesar with a good hit there. Gets the ball loose, and Riley Strube's able to take possession.
Strube with it on the wing. Behind the net. And a nice move there. The shot, and that's in. Tyler
just tracked
Strube.
down his defender there. Defender fell over and able to shoot it, and goalie wasn't able to get it.
A lot of goals lately here. I think the score was, not actually sure what the score was coming into the quarter, but we've seen a couple here in these last couple minutes. And Darien wins the face-off. The shot, just wide there from Gulick.
Good hustle there by Thurlow, backing up the shot. Keeping the ball with Darien.
Caesar with it. Moving to the cage, the shot, and he bounces it in. Joe Caesar, the junior midfielder, has himself a goal in this one. And
Nice bounce shot there.
looks like with 3 minutes left in this one, Coach Jeff Braymire is going to bring on his 3rd goalie of the game, and Cam Weibel.
Weibel Jr., another very talented goalie in this Darien program.
Also a hockey player. Entering his 2nd season on varsity. Of course, that doesn't include last year with no season. And still on the ground, Glastonbury will pick it up. Coming down the wing is Harmon. And we're going to see a timeout called by Glastonbury with 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Darien up 19-4 on the Glastonbury Guardians. We're going to take a short break on the DAF Media Network. We'll be right back.
JV.
We welcome you back in to this one for the conclusion of this game between Darien and Glastonbury. Conroy with it for the Guardians. Nice pass there. The shot off the pipe from Hinchy. Two minutes left in this one. Back in play from Warren Channing.
Bremer has changed up his D again. Going with senior lineup of Sims, Kramer, and Savage.
Probably one of his strategies over his 38-year career. So you got to switch it up every once in a while. As you mentioned with the defenses on his third goalie of the day. A check there, and we're going to see a yellow penalty flag thrown. I believe it's going to be our third penalty of the afternoon. With just about 90 ticks left in this one.
Well, late in these games, you always want to get the seniors some reps. Something special about Darien, every senior makes this varsity squad. Doesn't happen every time.
We are now under a minute left in this one. Glastonbury will check it back in play from Cole Wallace over to
Glastonbury will be man up. Penalty by Pierce Mahoney.
Did we catch what the penalty was on by any chance? Pierce Mahoney with the penalty. And shot will go out of bounds there. This one looking very promising for the Blue Wave. As with this win, Darien will move to 2-0 on the season, as they will gear up for Richfield on Tuesday at Tiger Hollow. As the shot, and that's in there from Holden Conroy. And that will just about do it here. Darien will come out and celebrate with the goalie. As for Glastonbury, they will drop to 1-2 on the season. They will gear up to play a 2-game homestead against Summers on Tuesday, and then Cheshire next Saturday. Cole, what are your final takeaways in this game?
I mean, a strong showing by the Wave. They do what they do best. Moving the ball in transition, getting those quick goals on offense, and Glastonbury really couldn't hang with the Wave. Got a couple goals late, and I think that's a good spot to leave for Glastonbury. But I mean, the Waves' dominant performance, it's hard to beat.
That's probably the word of the game there. Darien hard to beat. One of the top teams really in the state of Connecticut, if not nationwide. They show their dominance here today, taking it by the final score of 19-4 here at Darien. Cole, thank you for coming on the broadcast, doing a great job in your debut announcing. I definitely have a feeling we'll be seeing more of you as the lacrosse season goes on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Fun to announce. Cross games are always fun, getting back on the field and the season off. I'm glad Schenck was able to get these boys back on the field.
For our entire DAF Media production crew, Harrison Bell, Marcus Ashcraft, Ian McCarthy, Michael Mercein, and our director Connor Fagan, our DAF Media advisor Damian Andrew. I've been Braden Schenck. Thanks for watching.